Day, whereby all counties are supposed to be involved, but at the moment we are involving 18 counties. Three of these counties divided in a way: the Kenya Police, KDF, and other forces are also involved in this championship of the National Novice Championship of in the country, whereby this is one way of trying to revolve these boxing championships, boxing sports, so that to bring back all that glory that we have in the past that we have already lost at the moment. Remember, if you go around this country, especially in Nairobi, where you used to have the boxing training centers, these training halls are no longer working. There are no more boxers trying to do their thing in the ring at the moment. But what we have lost, we might recover it if you follow this calendar of the national boxing. If my cameraman can pan and show you the game which has just kicked off right now, is whereby we have two boxers. We are fighting at the moment. The bout it's all about the finals, different categories. We have bantamweight, we have welterweight categories, and all these boxers are trying to fight for the trophies. We will be joined later by one of the organizers and promoters of this event, Jamal, and we'll be having another colleague of mine here by the name Edward, who will be telling us exactly what they are doing to ensure that this boxing returns, or to bring back the glory of this boxing in the country, whereby we've lost it already, but can we get it back? Jamal, what do you think? Are we going to get this boxing back by this tournament?
Definitely, we'll get it back. We already started. My name is Antonio Otieno. That is my real name. Jamal is just a nickname. And we started very well. This is the novices. This is the first stage of our boxer. It's like class 1. All you see, the boxers, this is the first time they are getting into the ring. And we know, by God's faith, we'll get to where we are. Yeah.
For example, if you look at boxing in the country, some of the greatest boxers of this country are no longer boxers. Some of them, they went into drugs. Some of them got lost in the way. They gave up in this fight. Do you think we're going to grow good boxers who will be replacing these boxers that we lost at the point?
Definitely we'll grow, because if we have just started, what I can say is lack of leadership. The other office that was there was not doing very well, but under our leadership, I know we'll make it, because we started very well. This was the last time something like this would happen in terms of boxing. It was when Dick Wathika was in boxing. Now we've started back, and we'll get the glory.
Growing boxers is not easy. We need infrastructures. At the moment, if you go around, as I said early, if you go to Kibera, go to the township halls that are around here, Madare, Kangware, Eastlands, go to these areas. These halls have been turned to personal businesses, whereby people are renting these halls to other businesses, meetings, and there's no more sports of boxing happening at this moment. What are we going to do as a country, or as Nairobi County and as a country, as Kenya, to replace or to bring back this glory of boxing that we've lost?
You know, the problem is equipment. Our boxers lack facilities like boxing gloves, pads, and all that. I know under my leadership, I bring those things back. We thank our governor, Mike Sonko, and our Honorable Simon Mbogwa. They have really helped us up in organizing this thing. I know, by God's faith, we'll get our glory back to the boxers.
Talking of Sonko, we saw him bring Conjestina Jeng back to Nairobi to get treated. Should we get to that point as a country, as a nation? Should we get to that point whereby our boxers who brought us glory, who lifted our reputation to certain levels, and then all of a sudden they get into trouble and we don't concentrate about them? Do you think we should get that point?
Let me tell you, it's lack of leadership. The office that was there didn't do well. I think under my leadership, I know I'll do better than that, because it's all about leadership. Conjestina, they lack that, because the other office didn't offer them the best. Yes.
I'm also joined by another colleague here in the boxing category, whereby he's going to tell us about the troubles of Boxing Association of Kenya, because we have had some troubles. Can you tell us, what do you think is ailing the Boxing Association of Kenya?
Yes, I'm sorry, I'm not from the Boxing Association. The other colleague who's going to come.
But as a youth who is representing youths, yes, what do you think is ailing us?
My name is Edward Gedaiga. I'm the CEO for Vision 2030 Youth Entrepreneurs. We're an organization that is actually in the forefront of awakening the young people to be able to, get into entrepreneurship, like sports entrepreneurship. I'm sure you can see there are some trophies there. There are some awards there. So this is the kind of entrepreneurship we need young people to use sports as a way to earn a living so that they can change their life. So we do support what Jamal is doing, and we thank the county government for everything, providing the hall and everything, Mike Governor Sonko for doing that for the youth. So we call upon this to be replicated in the social halls that we have in the county government so that the young people can join in the boxing as a profession.
So, as the youth, do you think this is a sport for them? Is it paying? Is it paying well enough to encourage them to do it? Because nowadays, we youths, we love money.
Yes.
We need something that can help us pay our rent,
Yes.
pay our bills,
Yes.
and then make our families happy. Do you think this is going to help them?
Definitely. I mean, sports is not for everybody. Sports is for people who are committed, disciplined, and they want to achieve something. So those youth, we are calling upon them, those ones who want to commit, those ones who want to achieve something in a few years. Because, you know, boxing takes a lot of training, hard work, and concentration. So therefore, us as entrepreneurs will be able to train you how to save your money, how to market your brand, how you can get yourself out there so that you can be able to sell yourself and get into more tournaments. Thank you very much.
That is one of the representative of the youths in this tournament, Robinson. At the moment, they are telling me that this boxing is going to pay these youths. I don't know how, but that's a matter of time for us to know how does this boxing pay these youths. I'm joined also by one of the members of the Boxing Association of Kenya, who can tell us, what do you think, Mr. is ailing this boxing?
What is happening right now? We ask ourselves, where did the rain start beating us? And we realized that we stopped nurturing this talent and we went for the ready-made sports. There was a vacuum there, so we lacked those people within a certain stage. So right now we've gone back to the mattresses and asked ourselves, where did the rain start beating us? And now we started nurturing these more boxers and also started demonstrating to them that boxing pays just like any other sports. If you look at Kenya, like around 20 years ago, we used to produce very good boxers. The late Wangila Napunyi, the late Dick Tiger Murunga, and also we have some other living legends who are known internationally more than they are known locally. So what we need to do is, first of all, we need to nurture these people and tell them boxing is not just a matter of fighting, it's a matter of discipline, a matter of playing it just like any other sports, and it will pay.
The wrangles of the election of the Boxing Association Board, do you think these wrangles are just waving us down to not to get to this glory that we are always hoping? We've been dreaming about this, hoping that one day we'll get that glory. But again, Boxing Association of Kenya Board is in wrangles.
We have to admit that there's wrangles everywhere. There's election. There's no election that has ever been peaceful. There's always wrangles. The incumbent, or rather the outgoing leadership, always want to clinch to leadership, and they always want to put people who will support or further the agenda. But as it is right now, we've put our selfish interests aside, and we say it's all about the boxers. So what we need right now is us sitting down as the faction, or rather as the teams that are right now fighting for this leadership, and telling them, it's not about me, it's about the boxers that we want to represent this country in terms of boxing and everything else. So we put aside our selfish interests. And if you look at this organization of the whatever is going right around, everybody we've come on board. Even the others who are in the other side, we call them the other side. I don't believe there's the other side in the boxing. It's just a matter of difference of opinion. So we'll come together and it will pay.
Thank you so much. That's a representative from the Kenya Boxing Board in this country, whereby boxing is actually ailing, and we need to do something to bring it back to glory. We need to do something to make sure that this thing helps the youth of this country to prosper and pursue their talents wherever they are, so that they can also count on, like, when you go forward, we just have something to look back and say, surely we started here and here is where we are. Just very quickly, let me bring you to attention that we have some counties participating in this tournament, whereby we have Mombasa, Kwale, Kilifi, Nakuru, and Nairobi, and Kisumu, and many other counties on all categories: bantamweight, welterweight, and even the heavyweight. So from here at Nairobi City Hall, Robinson, back to you, studio.
Well, thanks a lot, Jeff Mogire, who's at Nairobi City Hall, where the Novice Boxing Championship is currently taking place, and also bringing us up to speed on the people that have won and what to expect from that.